chaotic, and it has changed my life. I'm a fan of his ever since. I love this collection. Of his most legendary supermodels and more. The four queens of the runway. Fashion, New York Fashion Week is right around the corner. Librarian tonight, and that's because I came to read a bitch. Jhajha Antinelli, bitch. Well, hello, my little masons and masonettes. It's your girl, Jhajha, back with a brand new episode of Jhajha Antinelli. Listen, y'all, I told y'all I was going to come back either Monday or Tuesday, and I kept my promise. And, bitch, I'm coming in smoking, okay? I told you guys we're going to take a break. Ooh. I told you guys we are going to take a break from the Fashion Week festivities. I have the London Fashion Week wrap up coming Thursday. Today was the first day of Milan. I'll do a quick recap of Milan. Demna Gvasalia. Honey, we've been talking about Demna, former creative director of Balenciaga, and how he is going over to Gucci now, honey. And I was saying, girl, I don't know about this. Well, we have a sneak peek into what's to come, including a short film entitled The Tiger, starring the likes of Demi Moore, Keke Palmer. His name used to be Ellen Page, but I forgot what his name is now. They've transitioned, and quite nicely, might I add. So we got a sneak peek in a series of photos of the collection, which is hitting stores immediately, which tells me Gucci might need a little money, a little buzz, but it's still Gucci nonetheless. The collection, listen, I wasn't blown away, but I didn't hate it. I loved the feather trimmed caftans with the Gucci prints. I loved all the fur, the short fur coats like this one, and then there was some looks that, really just like, is this Tom Ford 1994 like completely come down to the style of heel on the shoe, but this is just a preview. I don't think this is the actual collection. And there's also been talks and rumblings across the internet that Gucci might be seeing a couture collection, which I don't think Gucci has ever done couture. If they have, I don't know nothing about it. Listen, I love fashion, but I don't know everything that goes on, honey. It's a lot to wrap your mind around. What's been going on with me? Well, I was a little sick. The last episode, I told y'all I had hay fever, but apparently I had a little touch of the weather change and flu. So I got off work early today. I had a splitting fucking headache, but I drank me some sour sap tea with some ginger and cayenne pepper. It took me a nap, and now I'm here looking fabulous, darling. Still a slight headache, still a little cough, but I feel a whole lot better. So listen. This is all hot topics, honey. In the name of Mother Wendy Williams, how you doing? We're doing all hot topics today. So listen. Let me light my cigarette, honey. So, I don't even know how I should start this. So we haven't touched on the Charlie Kirk stuff on the show. I touched on it a little bit in the last episode I did Sunday. And I gotta watch what I say. But my opinion ain't gonna change. Did y'all catch that KKK, memorial service that they held on TV the other day that they had in Arizona? For Mr. Charlie Kirk. Did y'all catch that? So, I saw the clips online about it. I'm not going to show any of the clips here because I don't want to get flagged and I don't want them sending me to Alligator Alcatraz and y'all ain't going to be able to find me, okay? And I've come to the conclusion that these melatonin MAGAs have at it. Because after seeing that memorial service. I'm convinced that MAGA really is a cult. And they've got these people drinking the purple Kool-Aid like Jim Jones had them people drinking that purple Kool-Aid down in that field. I mean, the tears, the emotion, the anger, not to mention, at what memorial service for a married man does the wife open for the friend / president of the United States? So it's kind of like she was the opening act and he was the headliner, and then he got up there and saying this weird, crazy shit. She got up there, when she went up there to speak, that's Mr. Kirk's wife. Honey, let me relight my cigarette because I'm really about to, I gotta watch what I say. Honey, it was giving Judith Light. Okay, honey. That was, honey, Judith Light. We have found your replacement, honey. I forgive him. I mean, it was giving all of that. And to keep it real, it's like, I want to talk to any MAGA people that come across this. And you know, y'all like to say when y'all talk about Charlie Kirk, oh, he was just giving his opinion. He was just debating. He was talking to his opposition. Well, let me talk to you. Don't you crackers find it funny that the same people that are instigating you to come after any marginalized group of people is treating you the same way? Unless there's some magical MAGA grocery store where you go in and if you MAGA, you get all your groceries for free, or some kind of magical MAGA gas station where you don't got to pay $10 a gallon for gas. I mean, somebody let me know. What are you gaining from this hatred? Absolutely nothing. I think when, and a few of the MAGA people have been waking up like, wait a minute, especially these farmers. Oh, honey, these farmers done caught on. These people that want the Epstein files, they've been caught on. But it's just like there's so many of them and the spell is not breaking. And my thing is, what y'all gonna find out? What y'all gonna do if y'all find out this man ain't really dead? I'm just asking. Can I say that? Because in my personal opinion, the whole thing seems fishy to me. You got BB Vanilla Yahoo sitting up here proclaiming his innocence. Didn't nobody blame him? He has been all over social media. I did not kill Charlie Kirk. I did not. We have nothing to do. I love Charlie. Like, what are you talking about, sir? Then you got the men that was in the audience when he was doing his little speech or whatever it is they like to call it. I call it hate mongering, but hey, that's just me. Sending all these bat signals in the air. Then there's the fact that they're saying, and I got this from a right-wing blogger. These right-wing bloggers are saying the kind of gun that he got shot with, that back wall should have been painted. It shouldn't have been nothing on that man's shoulders. So, and then don't y'all find it funny that the president knew before anybody else? And don't y'all find it funny that his mama and daddy and brothers and sisters weren't there? I mean, listen, I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings or nothing, but all I'm saying is those hands in that casket looked a little waxy. That's all I'm saying. These hands in this casket, they look a little waxy. I worked retail, honey. I know what a mannequin look like, and those are mannequin hands. They look a little waxy. I'm just saying. Allegedly, my personal opinion. All jokes aside, for anybody who's not MAGA that looked at that, or for anybody who is not MAGA who didn't get a chance to see any of the clips and aren't interested, let me just tell you. What we need to do as anybody that's against MAGA, that doesn't, let me not say against MAGA, oh Lord, but anybody that doesn't agree with MAGA, I think what we need to do is withdraw emotionally and just prepare ourselves. Listen, if y'all want to go down to the arena, and cry over a motherfucker that you did not know, that probably wouldn't spit on you if your guts was on fire, have at. Just don't bring that shit to my doorstep. I think we all just need to step back and stop talking about it. Stop paying it any attention. Still be aware, but just live your life, because these people are gone. They out here. They touching galaxies, bitch. I don't know what kind of mushrooms they gave them people, but it is clear to me that these people are in a cult. And that there is nothing that you can say to them that is going to change their mind. They are going to have to come to the realization on their own. It is not our responsibility. But what I will say is, I am surprised at Rand Paul and Ted Cruz for speaking up about this free speech that, you know, they're threatening to take away our right to free speech. Now, they've canceled Jimmy Kimmel. ABC canceled Jimmy Kimmel because all he said was, hey, the president said this was like a son to him, and he's sitting here talking about a ballroom. That's another thing. Don't y'all MAGA people find it strange that the 2 days after his son died, he's at the Yankee game like this? They asking him about Charlie Kirk. He's talking about a ballroom. Girl. And what's so fucked up about this is, you know, they like to compare Donald Trump and what's going on to, you know, stuff like what Hitler was doing. And listen, I don't give hate no credit, but Hitler was not this sloppy. This is a sloppy, they are whatever, this Project 2025 that they're trying to put into effect, they are doing it so sloppy and so quick. It is so obvious what they're doing. I don't even think we need to be mad about it. I really don't. I don't think we need to be mad about it. I don't think we need to be mad about it at all. Because eventually, it's going to affect them too. It's going to affect them more than it affects a lot of us. There's more white people on food stamps and Section 8 in this country. There is more white people getting Social Security benefits who aren't elderly in this country. There are more white people on WIC. And you know, they all come from those red states. I mean, let's get real here. And I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to go on to the next thing. Van Jones, you are a real disappointment. You are a real disappointment. I watched Van Jones talking about this Charlie Kirk stuff, and he's like, well, I knew him, and you have been tap dancing for these crackers and on my last motherfucking nerves for the last 3 years now. And I have been waiting for you to redeem yourself, because you are so handsome and so fine, and what you represent as a black man in media is important, but not if you're going to be Jimmy Jacking for the crackers. It's really ridiculous. And before I move on, you know, I've been talking to a lot of my homeboy. I do have straight male friends. Yes, I do. And it's one in particular that I talked to the other day. And he was saying, man, I can't believe this Charlie Kirk shit, man. That man had a family. And I'm sitting there and I'm listening to him. And I'm just like... And he's looking at me, he's like, what you got to say? Because he didn't like trainees. I said, nigga, he didn't like you either. I said, how did you even come across him? Oh, one of my white homeboys introduced, was showing me his videos. There is a group, there are white men and white people out there that are looking to pull certain black people in and use them as tools. Y'all crackers are some evil motherfuckers. The lengths you go to You think these crackers think everything is about them. It's this animalistic narcissism. And meanwhile, while we are doing a whole broadcast for Charlie fucking Kirk, there are black people all across the South who are getting lynched. And the police are deeming it suicide. Now, I don't know about y'all, but anytime any nigga I know that done offed himself, he did it with a bullet or an 8-ball. Ain't no nigga hanging no stuff from them tree with no goddamn noose rope. These people think we're crazy. It's like, am I living in the fucking Matrix here? Speaking of black men and black women getting lynched, you know, we did touch on Trey Reed on the last episode a little bit, but I was compelled to write this on Instagram. Unprovoked revenge, re-dehumanization, bloodlines pumped full of animalistic narcissism and a threatening illusion of superiority, which leaves them with nothing but unnecessary blood on their hands and mothers left with empty rooms, which once held close the sons that they've prayed for, loved, and raised. Not one moment of empathy. Not one thought of the shock and gut-wrenching pain. Not one reaching from across the aisle they hold so precious. Not one moment of accountability. Just a never-ending collection of black souls taken due to unprovoked revenge, re-dehumanization, bloodlines pumped full of animalistic narcissism, and a threatening illusion of superiority, which leaves them with nothing. Rest well, Trey. And I'm going to leave it at that. So, let's go on to our next story. So, listen. Cardi B has finally given us some new music, honey. Her new album, her sophomore album, Am I the Drama, hit stores this week, hit streaming services this week. And let me tell you, honey, Cardi, I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it. The album has over 20 songs on it. The rollout for this album is insane. She's been doing crazy stuff like this outside, selling her CDs for $9.99, $9.99. You've all seen it, standing out in the middle of the street. Let me tell you something. I really love Cardi. I love Cardi B. And I'm going to tell you what I like about Cardi B. What you see is exactly what the fuck you get. I don't think there's any airs or illusions or smoke and mirrors with this girl. And listen, a lot of people were coming for her neck about the bars that she was spitting on the album. But listen, do I think that she's this lyrical genius, the second coming of Lauryn Hill and Queen Latifah? Absolutely the fuck not. But which one of these female rappers that's on the Billboard Top 100 is? I mean, ain't none of them rapping for real. And listen, Cardi, this album, it had that classic, storytelling element of hip hop. It had, a lot of dissing. She dissed JT of the City Girls. She dissed rapper Bia on the track. And I mean, came for their neck. I mean, the album is albuming. Okay. Cardi. Now, what I will say is, what she is a genius at is marketing. The girl is a marketing genius. There's no doubt in my mind. Between the personality, the way that she is so relatable with being a mother, she's genius at what she does when it comes to the marketing. The rapping, the lyrics, not so much. But who cares about lyrics these days? She also announced her pregnancy that we all already knew about. She is having a little baby with Football player, Stephon Diggs. Now, Stephon Diggs has a plethora of children by a plethora of different lighter-skinned women, including Cardi B. Allegedly, he just had 2 children merely weeks apart. If I was her publicist, I would have talked her out of it. Like, girl, don't get pregnant again. Not so quick. But I think that they've been dating way longer than they've let on. So, listen, Cardi's got the money. Cardi's got the success. And she's, from what I can see, she's a really hands-on mother. It's not like she has a bunch of nannies raising her kids. Now, what I did really, really like, she sat down with Angie Martinez, and she had this.
Where are you with love? Do you believe in it? Do you need it still so much in your life?
I believe in it, but I do understand why you got that aunt that is like, you're like in your 50s and you're like and
smart and dope,
and you're pretty and you're 60 and you good. Like, why don't you have a man? Why I never seen you with a man? And it's like, now I know why. Some men will traumatize a woman so much that they be like, I just don't ever want to do it again. And I'm fine with that. And if you ever see a woman that she don't got a man, don't be judging her like it's like, oh, why you don't have a man? Is it because you can keep a man? Is it because this and that? No, some women just don't really want to deal with these niggas.
She don't want to protect their peace.
Understand. She just want to protect her peace. Like, I love and I believe in love and I believe in marriage and I believe in family and I believe in union. But I also do understand why other women, like, it's just like, I'm not doing this shit again. I understand it. And that's why I will not even judge them. Like, don't judge me neither, though.
This is why the people love Cardi. Because as much as she raps about her pussy, as much as she raps about, you know, give me that money, give me that dick, give me that money, give me that dick, I'm a bad bitch, give me that money, give me that dick. When it comes down to her interviews, she gives young girls good advice. She really does. Put yourself first before any man. And you know what? A lot of people are like, oh, this nigga gonna cheat on her, he gonna do this and he gonna do that. I really don't think she gives a fuck. She has another baby. She has another baby. I was going to say something, but I ain't going to say it. She has another baby. She's fine with it. If she's fine with it, I'm fine with it. You know, people were hitting her up online saying, girl, why are you doing this? He has all these kids and all these baby mamas. And she was basically like, hey, Barbara, this is Shirley. I know he's your baby daddy, but he's my baby daddy too. So we just gonna have to figure this shit out. I mean, she's hilarious. So huge congratulations to Cardi B. We've been seeing her everywhere. The hardest working pregnant celebrity I have ever seen. Huge congratulations, Cardi B. And the album, Chef's Kiss. How you doing? So what are we talking about next? Okay. So I came across this viral interview. Well, I didn't come across it. It came across me. It's been everywhere. It happened about a week ago. I didn't get a chance to talk about it. But Dame Dash visited the Breakfast Club. You know, Dame Dash has had a stick up his ass about, you know, DJ Envy and Charlemagne for years. So he finally went back and
I don't think you're a proper representation of the masculine black man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you guys are.
I'm listening. Okay.
Like, your OG is Wendy Williams. My OG is sitting right here. You see him? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you why he's my OG. Because he killed anybody or any of those things. He just taught me how to be a better man.
Wendy, not my OG.
Can you
That's
stop?
Funny, though.
Can you stop?
Wendy Williams is your OG.
Wasn't she your boss?
Yeah, at one point.
So she was your OG. She put you on, and you should give her grace, and you should also give her props out of respect.
Oh,
but because we have different trauma, like, we're different. Like, I'm not the kind of guy that would, like, I'd rather get my ass whipped than run. But you're proud that you ran.
Yeah.
I'd rather get my ass whipped. And it ain't no disrespect, but I kind of think you're gay. You just act a little gay.
You got a problem with gay people?
Not at all. I've got a problem with people that pretend they're not gay. So let me tell you why.
But what if
going to stop it right there. Mr. Dash, you have been getting your ass whooped since Jay-Z dropped you from Rockefeller. You have been getting your ass whooped since your teeth fell out on live. And you know what? I am so sick and fucking tired of black men like this talking about masculinity. Nigga, you wouldn't know masculinity if it crawled up your ass and leaked out your motherfucking urethra. You wouldn't know masculinity if it sat on that toothless mouth of yours. Please give us a break about talking about masculinity. I am fucking tired of hearing about y'all toxic black men and y'all masculinity. I am tired of it. You made yourself look like a complete motherfucking jackass. They laughed you up out of there. The entire world is laughing at you, Dame Dash. And this is a man who once had the world at his fingertips. Dame Dash, I give him credit where credit is due. Great PR, great producer. Once upon a time, he held the illusion of a great businessman. But you know, when you build your foundation on sewage, eventually it sinks. And now I see why Jay-Z do you the way he do. Now I see why. Before I was like, damn, why is Jay-Z doing this to these people? Now I see why. You are so ignorant. I am embarrassed for your children. And your wife, is he married? God, if he is, Jesus, I pray for that woman, whoever's laying next to him. Jesus. Golly, it makes me wonder, like, what the hell was Aaliyah dealing with? Like, were you like this back then? My nigga. You gay, you gay, you gay. Is that the only thing you can come up with? Everything is a gay punchline. Gay is always the punchline for you toxic black men. And for those MAGA Republican men, too, because quiet as is kept. If we really want to get into it, honey, quiet as is kept. They say the Grindr app out in California crashed 3 times in a row, allegedly, during Charlie Kirk's memorial service. Do I need to repeat myself? They said that allegedly the Grindr app out in Arizona, within a 3-mile radius of where that Charlie Kirk memorial service / KKK rally was, the Grindr app crashed 3 times in a row. Now you read between those lines and take it how you want to. Yeah, but anyway, Dame Dash, just go away for a while. Go away for a while, get your mind together, and just, matter of fact, just don't ever come back. Just go live in seclusion. Go move to Florida and just sit your black ass down somewhere, because nobody cares about you anymore. Your time is up. Go lay in the field and wait for white Jesus. Alright, so our last story. I'm going to end us off with a high note here. So listen, y'all. Former editor-in-chief of British Vogue, Edward Enninful, is eating at his own table nowadays. He has officially left Vogue, I believe, altogether, and has started his own publication called EE72. So he talked to BOF. Oops, wait a minute. He talked to BOF, and I tried to find the video for you guys, but I couldn't find it. But he says in the article, he says, EE72 for me is a combination of everything I've done in my career. It's really where I want it to be now. I want to be free and to be able to do whatever I want. I could have created something that was very avant-garde, but I wanted something that anyone could pick up and feel welcomed. That was very important to me. Hold on, he said more. Where is it? He also talks about, here it is. He also talks about, you know, the importance of representation. you know, if this, and no, I haven't subscribed yet. I haven't gotten a chance to. I don't think you can quite yet, but I'll follow up with you guys on that because I'm definitely going to get my subscription. I've canceled my subscription to Vogue. I'm definitely going over here to EE72, honey, because that's where it's at. You know, we're doing everything black nowadays, darling. He talks about the importance of representation. He went on to say, I feel like it's become one step forward, two steps back. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me get my shit right. My screen is just not wanting to act right, guys. Hold on. Ugh. Why is it doing that? This is pissing me off. Okay. I feel like it's become one step forward and two steps back. I was black before DEI. I am black now, and I will be black. I am not a trend. So there has to be people in place who will still be fearless and fight the fight. And that's what we're here to do. For him to be a black man and have a huge, you know, commercially huge publication in fashion is a big deal. And I am requiring you all to get your subscriptions. I don't know how much it costs. When I find all that out, I will definitely come to you because I'll be back in a couple of days with the London wrap-up. So I'll have all that information for you guys. But his first cover star, however, is Julia Roberts. And a lot of people were like, well, you talk about inclusivity, but you got Julia Roberts. Listen, Julia Roberts comes from a family of civil rights fighters and supporters. Her mother and father taught Martin Luther King's children. Okay, they were friends. So she's always advocated for diversity and inclusion. And so, and then he also he doesn't want to just include black and queer and all that. He also wants a place for women of a particular age to be able to read and feel comfortable aside from AARP because, you know, I was gonna talk about this in London, but you know, the running trend now is slim white models. Everything has to be teenagey looking and young looking, and we are really phasing out of anything outside of what MAGA deems beautiful, MAGA deems smart, MAGA deems, you know, everybody's kissing the ring and bowing down. Even though ABC tried to bow down and kiss the ring, and they lost over billions of dollars behind that Jimmy Fallon stuff. And now he's slated to come back on tonight. You know, there's power in the people. But listen, I am really excited about this. I would love to do something with Edward Enninful. That would be my dream, to work for Edward Enninful at this black-owned major fashion publication. You know, speaking into existence for your girl. You know what I'm saying? I could be live from London. But huge congratulations to Edward Enninful, and I am praying for you. I am supporting you because this is monumentous. Between him doing this, La Roche, you know, buying a major luxury French fashion house, you know, there are so many black celebrities, black, you know, people in media and entertainment who are like, okay, Trump is doing what? Okay, I'm finna buy this fashion house, or I'm finna buy this football team, or I'm finna buy this. We don't have time to worry about this. All we could do is prepare for whatever they think they got coming for us and live our fucking life. Because at the end of the day, all anybody in this country wants is equal pay, housing, affordable gas and food, and equal rights. That's it. It ain't hard. Anyway, y'all, I will be back in a few days with my London Fashion Week wrap up. I hope you enjoyed this full episode of Hot Topics. Again, I'll be back in a few days. Ciao.